Welcome to Local Edition. I'm Jim Giggins, and with us is Booker Pearson from Upward Bound House in Santa Monica and in Culver City.
Right.
Tell us about Upward Bound House.
Well, Jim, Upward Bound House is a nonprofit charity that primarily serves families with minor children who are homeless. And it's the largest growing segment of the homeless population, and really the unseen, unnoticed part of the population where the need is the greatest right now.
And you've been doing some significant work. How many families have you served since Upward Bound House began?
Well, there's about 870 individuals and over 550 children have been placed in permanent housing in the last 10 years. We've been open 10 years. And I think that represents somewhere around 250 families, intact families.
So how does it work? For example, you give them temporary housing.
Yes, we do. It's called transitional housing, and it's much more than housing. We just don't warehouse people. We actually help them with all types of supportive services to transition from being on the streets and in their car and in the park into actually living independently, with good jobs, paying their own rent, their kids in school same school month after month.
That's very important, because what you do is take them off the street, get the kids in school, have them in transitional housing, feed them, clothe them, and then I think the main thing, one of the main things, is getting them out so they can be independent.
Right. The whole key is to transition them to independent living. We want to serve as many as we can, and there's our waiting list is hundreds of pages long. The population that we need to serve is huge, so we don't keep people any longer than we have to give them the skills they need, and sometimes just the integrity, and stabilize them, let them save a little money, but also teach them parenting, life skills, budgeting, and then help them find independent living, whether it's an apartment, a market rate apartment, or sometimes we're able to get Section 8 certificates from the government.
And typically they're with you for how long?
The typical from 5 to 10 months, probably averages about 8 months. And most families can and will, they're so motivated that they can and will be able to transition in that time.
How are you funded?
From anybody and everywhere. It's like herding cats. We, a combination of a lot of private individuals, foundations, and various governments, city, state, and county, and even federal grants.
How can people help?
People can help, obviously, just with a donation, but we wouldn't exist without our volunteers. We have a whole board is volunteer. We have Kids Night. We have Study Hall University, which people come and mentor our kids. We have a great need for when we're very successful in getting families through the facility. What that means is the apartments turn very quickly, and these families have very meager resources. So when they leave, we give them the mattress, we give them all the silverware, all the pots and pans and stuff like that. So when a new family moves in, we have to refurnish the apartment, and that's A, expensive, and B, a lot of just labor. So we get various groups, school groups and community groups, to come in and adopt an apartment, and that's just a terrific way for people to really become involved with these families and their children, and see the need that can be served.
How can they get in touch with you?
They can call us at 310-458-7779, or it's upwardboundhouse.org.
www.upwardboundhouse.org.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much for joining us, and congratulations, because we understand that Upward Bound House has been very successful, doing a tremendous job and serving a need not only in Santa Monica but now in Culver City. Thank you, Booker Pearson, Upward Bound House, and thank you for joining us on Local Edition. I'm Jim Giggins.